Di tengah gencarnya invasi Rusia, kereta api masih beroperasi di Ukraina untuk membantu menyalurkan bantuan dan mengangkut pengungsi. Koresponden CNN Mclean bertemu dengan orang-orang yang membantu menjalankan jaringan sistem vital itu. Berikut ini kisahnya.
First light in Ternopil, Ukraine is the rising sun. The city's lights have been kept off since the war began. More than 2 weeks that have exhausted, overwhelmed, and completely upended normal life. But through it all, Ukraine's rail network has kept running. Every morning, the railway's executives, led by 37-year-old Alexander Kamoishin, gather for a morning call. No cell phones, no Zoom, just a Soviet-era closed-circuit phone system that connects every station. They won't stay here long. They can't. They believe they're a prime Russian target.
The strategy is to move fast so that they don't catch you.
How long can you stay in one place?
Hours.
Instead, their work managing 231,000 employees continues on a single-car train headed west, for now. Often their work is aboard ordinary passenger trains to blend in with the masses. Since the war began, they've been in near constant motion, crisscrossing the country to keep the Russians guessing. The decision to leave their headquarters in Kyiv was made in the early morning hours of February 24th. Kamoishin snapped one last picture with his 2 young kids, one still asleep.
Are they still in Ukraine? How does that make you feel?
For me, it's easier when I know that they are safe and I have time to do my job.
The country's rail network, one of the largest in the world, has been a lifeline in war, moving desperately needed supplies in and desperate people out of danger. More than 2 million since the invasion began. Schedules are drawn up the night before and changed in response to panic scenes like this one in Kharkiv or in Lviv in the early days of war.
How on earth have people still been able to use the trains in a war zone?
That's something which is surprising for the whole country and for the president as well.
Surprising because every day the network is hit by Russian bombs. Small damage breaks the link between cities temporarily, a downed bridge indefinitely. Near Kharkiv, an undetonated bomb fell right next to the tracks.
We are reacting and repairing a railway even under artillery shelling every day. Unfortunately, some of my colleagues have been killed and injured during shelling.
33 killed, 24 injured, and counting.
The difficulty working aboard a moving train is that the cell phone signal is not always great. Now, they do have Starlink internet systems now, courtesy of Elon Musk, but they barely ever turn them on because they say it makes it easier for the Russians to target their location.
The Russians have taken control of rail links in cities like besieged Mariupol, Sumy, Kherson, and Chernihiv. But for now, all of the major hubs are still connected by Ukrainian rail.
How bad would it be if the Russians took these major stations?
Really bad. Don't ask me how bad, but really bad.
When the train reaches Lviv, Kamoishin makes a quick visit to the main station. Then more calls and meetings, and a message for the rest of the world.
What we can do, we already do. What West can do, close the sky, and all the rest we do ourselves.
Mclean, CNN, in Western Ukraine.